The English Premier League is almost back, with the international break over until next year, March. But what are the latest report of Arsenal players on duty? Which new player has been linked with January transfer to Arsenal? Let's find out.
Yo, what's up Arsenal fans? It's your boy NellyJr7 and it's the Arsenal Roundup. We have top Arsenal stories to show you today as we get right into today's video. Alright guys, in today's Arsenal Roundup we have scintillating story of Arsenal to share with you today, of course, and we start off with our Brazilian striker Gabriel Jesus, who has now returned to full training now. According to reports, he is back in full training, and that's evident in the match Brazil played against Argentina. It was a top game, of course. It was a game between two top football giants in Brazil and Argentina, and of course, fortunately for the Argentinians, they were able to come out on top without Nicolas Otamendi either. So, but the positive we can pick out as Arsenal fan is that Gabriel Jesus is now back in full training, and of course played the full 90 minutes in that particular one, and that's evident enough for us to know that he is likely to be given the starting bet to start against Brentford on Saturday in that crunch tie against the Bees. Now, it's a big one and a good news, but what other Brazilian Arsenal staff featured in that game? Yeah, we had Gabriel Magalhaes also starting in his defender role, and of course Gabriel Martinelli starting also on that left wing because of the injured Vinicius Jr. But don't forget, Martinelli has had a quite memorable international deal with Brazil in recent times, because in their last game he gave them their sole goal, which of course was a marvelous goal that he scored to score his first senior goal for the Brazilian setup. Of course, these are beautiful things you love to see. Now, Gabriel Jesus is back in the starting lineup of Brazil and also back in contention for our Premier League game against Brentford in the weekend. So, but as my own view, do you feel Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta should start Gabriel Jesus back in the starting lineup against Brentford, or should just keep Edin Ketia in the starting lineup, or Leandro Trossard in the starting lineup? Let me know your view and your opinion in the comment section down below. Personally, for me, your boy, I felt Gabriel Jesus' performance in that game against Argentina showed us he's already back to his full fitness and is ready to rumble. So he was already top in the night. He was able to make some runs, some interplays, some drives with the ball, and also he was energetic. That's what I will say about his performance. So personally, I feel he's good to go to start against Brentford. But like I said, let me know your opinion and your comment down in the comment section down below. Well, still on Arsenal players on international duty, let's go on to one man who, of course, has been viewed by many Arsenal fans and even football experts to be a man who is currently lacking confidence in terms of his play, in Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz joined Arsenal, don't forget, from Chelsea for that record £65 million deal. That's the highest transfer that's ever happened between Arsenal and Chelsea in terms of price. Now, ever since, it's been termed by some as a flop because he has been able to give this kind of great performance that many Arsenal fans or football fans are looking out for or looking forward to from him, especially because it was really pivotal in Chelsea run in the Champions League, which of course they eventually won to make it their second title of the UEFA Champions League. But ever since he joined Arsenal, it's been one game bad, one game fairly good, and people are now beginning to ask, where exactly will Kai Havertz really perform best? And probably that question also is in the mind of German manager Julian Nagelsmann, and that was why he played him on the left back row. According to him, is a classic left back row, but of course that paid off because Kai Havertz was able to score a very marvelous goal, which of course he was arriving on the box and was able to tap in that ball into the net, and he scored that goal for Germany. Eventually he conceded a penalty for Germany again. So that's leaving us to the question again, that where is Kai Havertz's best position? But as per me, your own boy, I feel that probably time is still a factor in this case for us to see where Mikel Arteta, because for Mikel Arteta to spend that kind of money on a player of that price tag, 24-year-old, I feel Arteta has or knows the work he wants to perform with him. So let's just see how that goals, because definitely at the moment he is not performing obviously at his best. So but by our own view, Arsenal fans, do you feel Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta should continue in that role of left back for Kai Havertz, or what do you think could be done to improve his performance? Because recently we played him on the other guard role at the right wing and also Bukayo Saka. He didn't put up not the best performance we expect, but currently it looks like he's just trying to adapt and progress with the team. Probably slowly, but hopefully steadily, he is able to get into the team and integrate better with the Arsenal system. But as per your own view, do you still feel Arsenal should continue playing as a midfielder, a striker, and recently now we saw him at left back? Comment down below in the comment section. Alright guys, before we go, let's get into the Transfer FC a bit. Though Transfer FC is not officially back yet until January the 1st when the English Premier League transfer window opens, but we have some revelations about some players. An Arsenal player that has been linked with a move away from our club, and is not a person but one man who has proven to be a secret weapon to Mikel Arteta. Don't forget, he was really pivotal in our win against Manchester City when he came on alongside the likes of Thomas Partey, and they were able to give Arsenal the victory with a slightly diverted ball by Gabriel Martinelli, and he was the man who gave the assist. He is no other person but Takehiro Tomiyasu. So what's the latest we have about him today? Because today we are told that Bayern Munich really pushed to sign Takehiro Tomiyasu last summer. Bayern would love to sign him in January, but I've been informed he is not for sale at this stage. Bayern will still keep monitoring the player situation ahead of potential move next summer. So there you have it guys. Bayern Munich are keeping tabs on a player who of course I feel should be untouchable, because he has really proven to be a secret weapon for us this season. If you notice, many of our particular attack, he used to come in, defends well, he progress the ball, he provide option from nowhere, looks like we saw against Manchester City. So of course is a versatile player that any manager will want to have, and I'm not surprised Thomas Tuchel of Bayern Munich is keeping his eyes on him. But Bayern Munich, Arteta has made it clear this guy is so important to us, so keep off. But guys, that's the latest news we have on Tomiyasu. Bayern Munich are monitoring the situation. They just hope he stays at Arsenal. But as my own view, do you feel Tomiyasu should leave Arsenal, and Arsenal already have enough cover? So do you feel he has to continue at Arsenal, or we should just let him go to Bayern Munich or other suitors that might come for him in January or in the summer? Let me know your comments in the comment section down below. And that is leading us to one man who joined us for £38.5 million from Ajax, but of course he was hit with a very unfortunate injury to his anterior cruciate ligament in Jurrien Timber. Jurrien Timber, we are now being told, is looking at returning to Arsenal by late January or February. That's a big and good news. Arsenal fans are of course will be waiting and loving to hear. So definitely Jurrien Timber will be back, and let's see, or it will be interesting to know or see where Mikel Arteta, our manager, will play him. Will they deploy him on the left back row, which he was predominantly playing before he got injured, or is natural right back or center back? But my own view, where do you feel Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta should be playing Jurrien Timber? Let me know your comments in the comment section down below. Finally, before we go today, when it comes to transfers, of course it's best to move very fast, and that's why some clubs are already making secret deals on the carpet. Of course they are already making some secret moves to sign players, to give them edge ahead of other rivals in terms of the player signature. And that's why today Arsenal is not left behind. Of course we have a very smart sporting director in Edu Gaspar, and of course is already making some moves. But he's not alone, because today we are told that in Brazil, 20-year-old Marcos Leandro will leave Santos in January. Arsenal and Manchester United have recently scouted the striker, and competition for him has risen dramatically. Sources have confirmed to 90 Minutes that Santos will demand around £20 million for the player. So there you have it guys. there's a striker, 20-year-old striker, who of course fits the profile of what Arsenal are looking for in terms of age and profile. Arsenal are looking for a young striker. Of course, I've been linked with several ones, but Leonardo Marcos is one recently been linked. But we know that Eric Gaspar has enough connections to get it over the line. But we are not alone in this, because Manchester United also are interested. So let's just see and hope Arsenal are able to convince this player to leave. But the sticking point here is Santos are actually demanding for £20 million in terms of the exchange for the player. So let us look or see as how Arsenal react to this. Will Arsenal pay the money or negotiate to get the deal done? We will find out of when the transfer time again in the January transfer window. Hi guys, it's a wrap for today, and I would love to see you in our next video. And you might want to follow your boy on socials, Instagram NellyJr7, and you can also subscribe to our channel so that you don't get to miss any latest Arsenal news and top stories that are so exciting here. So please share also to your friends and fellow Arsenal fans so that nobody gets to miss this big top stories we share here on Arsenal Roundup. And don't forget to turn on post notification so that you also don't get to miss our top stories on this channel. Alright guys, I will see you in our next video. Until then, your boy is out.